Hi all and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be going over the reveals for Star Wars Legion at Adepticon, mainly the big reveals and the roadmap. Most of the reveals were not new, some were, but in general I do think this paints Legion in a really good light for 2025. However, unfortunately it does look like we're not going to get as much as I wanted in 2024, but the future of the game is still bright, it is still getting updates, and it is definitely not dead. So let's jump right into it. One more thank you is thanks to the ARF Trooper website for these images. I tried pulling them on my own, but I could not get the quality to look nearly as well as theirs were. Up first, we have our first look at the Range Troopers card and unit card upgrades. In general, this is about what I expected. The Range Troopers are unfortunately a specialist and not a core unit. I was kind of hoping they'd be a core unit when I first saw them, because I think they'd work a little better for Empire and core than specialist. They work really well as they have advanced targeting Trooper 1. Pretty much you only want to shoot at one thing, you don't want to split fire. They do have Armor 1, which is very, very useful, Indomitable, Scale, and Spur, all of which are really good. For the 3 upgrade cards out of the 4 they revealed, we have an extra range trooper, a 2 red, 2 white suppressive gun, and a Impact 2, 2 black gun. All of which are pretty good, but from reading the website, it looks like we still have at least 1 upgrade card to go. This is a very versatile Empire Specialist unit, and for only, I believe it's 60 on there, every image I've zoomed in shows 60, that's not bad at all for what you get, and the upgrades are just hopefully priced decently well as well. Although right now the 3 we can see at 25, 20, and 15 are not the worst, it also depends on what that last upgrade is as well. All in all, this is a unit that would not be terrible to run up to like 85 points, and I actually am excited to run at least one of these in an Empire list I am currently building. I am pleasantly happy with it. Next up, we have the Clone Commandos, which are absolutely amazing. The Clone Commandos are a 75 point, 1 health, 2 courage, red save, no surges as of yet because we don't see all the upgrade unit. They have 2 black melee and 1 black, 1 white ranged. They are actually a pretty decent close range unit. They have a really fun rule with complete the mission, but during setup you do some stuff and you can either get surge to defend or critical 2, which isn't too bad. You also have a unique upgrade, the Catan Pattern Armor. This is a free upgrade that allows you to ignore 1 wound from a non-melee attack. And you can choose when to expend this card so you can use it when it's most useful for you, which is very good. Also, Shielded 1 and Recharge 1 and Infiltrate and Target 1 are all just really good keywords to give to the Republic because they do not really have easy access to those keywords in any other way. I'm looking forward to seeing these full unit cards, specifically the Anti-Tank and the Long Range Sniper, to see exactly what those do. Next up, we have the Bad Batch, which is a very interesting set to look at. Other than Omega, each of the Bad Batch members are a free upgrade card to the unit. So you equip Hunter, Recco, Echo, Tech, and Crosshairs. They have Impervious, Scale, Steady, Sharpshooter 1, and We're Not Regs, which allows them to spend tokens on other Clone Trooper units, but they can't spend their tokens. And the Fire Support unit cannot be used on this unit, which is fine. They have 2 health apiece and 3 courage and red saves, which is very unique and interesting. And each unit has their own thing. Crosshairs is a 1 to 5 range sniper, has a critical 1, 1 red shot, high velocity, pierce 1, precise 1, and when that weapon is the only one that shoots, it does that damage. Hunter allows you to choose an operative or commander enemy trooper at range 1 and in line of sight, and you roll a black attack die. On a hit results, the unit suffers 1 wound. Not too bad. He also has the leader keyword, which is fun. I am not going to reserve rights on this unit until I see all of it, as for 160 points, and we only know 2 of what really they do. It's not the best. As far as Omega goes, she just gets an ability where she does not have to be assigned wounds or be defeated first due to the counterpart keyword, and while she's on the battlefield, they may use claim and sabotage repair actions when she is in base contact with an objective token, as if she was the unit leader, which is fun, but I don't know how amazing it's actually going to be. I'm not going to lie. Omega seems like something you can kind of lean off, and she is a Rebel-only upgrade, which means you're losing crosshairs. So, trade-offs. There are trade-offs with this whole unit. I like what I see, and I probably will buy them just to paint them. But honestly, their Shatterpoint rules are a little better than these rules are, and I find that kind of sad, because Shatterpoint is not one of my favorite games ever. But they do some things right, like give you more unique characters that you've wanted to see in Legion for years, which I'm still a little salty about. But that's besides the point. Now here's where we get into the things I have less thoughts about. We have what is most likely a new Rebel core unit. I believe this and the next unit are both core from what I was listening to. I hope they are core, they better not be specialist. This is an Andor-inspired Rebel Insurgents, and I really like these. These are coming out this year in Q4 2024. I like them. Also, by the way, if I didn't specify, the Range Troopers and the Commando are both up for pre-order right now. I will be doing full breakdowns of them because in the next week or two we should be getting rundowns on at least one of them, if not both in unit spotlights. But this Rebel Sleeper Cell unit is cool, and I'm really actually looking forward to it. I love the alienness of the Rebels, and having more aliens just be part of the Rebels are fun. And I love ideas like this. I'm all for it. I'm really looking forward to it. Next up is the Imperial Riot Control Squad. This squad is amazing. It is fantastic. I am going to be running 3 of these in an Empire list I'm already cooking up. 3 of these with the Inquisitor, with maybe a unit of Death Troopers, and it's going to be so much fun. They're going to be so cool. I love this unit. I love the way they're designed. I love that they are not Battle Force focused either. I love the K2SO droid types in there. This is cool. This is amazing. Mixed units like this are really cool. I love the idea of it. It's kind of leaning more on what Star Wars can do well. And getting Imperial and Rebel stuff like this is really cool, especially with all the resculpts coming up. We got some painted crab droids. They're also coming out in Q4 2024. They'll be cool. The Separatists need them, but it's cool to see them all nice, painted up, and finished. We are getting, in Q1 2025, a terrain battle pack. I really like this terrain pack. If you buy 2 of them, that's a half of a table of terrain. I would not put this terrain in more than a quarter of a table, though. I like terrain-heavy tables, though. I might be an outlier in that, but I feel like the more terrain you put on a table, the better the table is. That being said, this might also be the first terrain I actually buy from Legion that is made for Legion and not something I just make on my own or have for other wargames lying around. So kudos, you did a good job making some good Star Wars terrain. Next up is something I was not expecting at all. Aqua Droids for Q1 2025. I love these so much, and they're going to be joining my Separatist army right away. I am super excited for them. It is so cool. Until we know more, I'm not going to have more to say, but as an early reveal, I love these. They're amazing. They're great. Next, we have the thing that's going to make me finally start a Republic army. We're getting an ARF Trooper unit. These will most likely be core from everything we're hearing. I am going to love these so much. These are so cool. These are fantastic. I love them. I love the ARF Trooper look more than the Phase 2 look. And a mixture of these in Phase 2 and some ARC Troopers in the next unit they revealed as well, which is an ARF Trooper Jedi. This is a really cool generic Jedi, and he better get his own card to do his own thing because we need more generic Jedi. I love generic Jedi. We should get more generic Jedi. And you can build them with a single lightsaber, with 2 lightsabers, or with a double-bladed lightsaber. That is cool. Or technically, if you wanted to, with the parts I'm seeing, you could do a double-bladed lightsaber with another single-bladed lightsaber, so you could have a double-bladed lightsaber with an Ahsoka short saber. This is really cool. This is a cool amount of customizability in a Jedi. I love this. This is probably one of the reveals I'm most excited for, which is weird because I like some of the Empire and Rebel stuff more on paper, but still, this is cool and I love it and I can't wait to see what its rules are. And now we're in the real part of this, the roadmap. We have the Range Troopers and the Clone Commandos coming out in May. They already have pre-orders up. We have the Bad Batch unit expansion in July. I think pre-orders are going to be up for that pretty soon. Then we have the Sleeper Cell unit, the Riot Control Squad, and the Crab Droid for Q4. That's cool. We don't know exactly when they'll be up for, but that's not too bad. In Q1, we'll have the Outer Rim Battle Packs, the Aqua Droids, the ARF Trooper, and the ARF Trooper Jedi. Then we will have Rebel Trooper Hard Plastic Resculpt, Stormtrooper Hard Plastic Resculpt, Scout Trooper Hard Plastic Resculpt, and Rebel Commando Hard Plastic Resculpt. Also with an Obi-Wan Kenobi and a General Grievous Hard Plastic Resculpt, This means almost everything in all of the core sets now has a hard plastic resculpt. I did not show the resculpts. They did show them off for Kenobi and Grievous. I don't... They look fine to me. Honestly, I kind of like the original Grievous a little better, but I'm a weirdo. With all of the core sets being resculpted, this could mean that we are getting a brand new core set, maybe for each section with some of the new stuff. They did say 2025 is big for them, and this isn't all they're doing. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Now, whether that means a second edition or anything else, that's up to you guys. I personally don't think we're in the set for a second edition. I think Legion works well as a constantly updated free rule set, but if they just make a few more tweaks to the rule set and slap 2.0 on it, I won't blame them. The 2.0 gives a nice new coat of paint to everything. In general, though, seeing this roadmap, I am very excited for the future of Legion. With Legion being mentioned in the stream once again as building towards a large 2025 release, I am excited more than ever, still, for the future of this game. And while the main release could be anything from a new core set to a second edition, I am still happy new lifeblood will be pumped in and is being pumped into a game that is so dear to my heart. I love Legion, and seeing this has kind of revitalized my love for it a bit more, as I haven't really had much to cover on Legion lately, but seeing a nice bright year for it is rejuvenating and reinvigorating my love of this franchise. I hope all of you enjoyed this video and you learned something about the Adepticon reveals. If not, I hope you just enjoyed my opinion on them. I hope all of you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all next Saturday. Have a great weekend, all.